So, like any kind of bag and everything you can name is one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Nina's.
Following several bankruptcy and fraudulent allegations levied against him, Floyd Mayweather's home was raided yesterday by federal agents, and the revelations discovered were mind-blowing.
So, my thing is this: I just like to, bring you guys into my world, let you know that, I'm not faking it when I say I got certain things. It's not bragging or boasting. I'm just saying that.
Floyd Mayweather was found to be heavily linked to several crimes, including numerous criminal and partnership deals with Sean Diddy Combs before the latter ended up in prison. This connection was reportedly the reason why Mayweather refused to speak negatively about Combs when questioned during an interview. On Sunday, April 13th, 2025, the boxing legend's home in Las Vegas was searched by federal agents, including Homeland Security investigators and other law enforcement personnel. Many sources claim the searches were connected to an ongoing investigation by federal authorities based in Las Vegas. Officials spoke to the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity, as they were not authorized to publicly discuss details of the investigation. While Floyd Mayweather had consistently refused to file for bankruptcy over the years, he was eventually exposed by a news reporter who raised concerns about his actual net worth and the luxury items he was using in an apparent attempt to protect his public image. Following these revelations, authorities were ordered to investigate his bank transactions, which led to the discovery that many of the real estate investments Mayweather claimed to own could not be traced to any legitimate transactions, indicating that he had been making false claims. In addition to these untraceable assets, Mayweather was also accused of defrauding multiple agencies, organizations, and individuals whose financial dealings with him were confirmed through transaction records, though he failed to honor the agreements. During the raid of his home, officials found several fake documents related to companies and investment platforms in his possession. Federal agents also uncovered paperwork detailing suspicious transactions between Mayweather and other well-known fraudulent individuals in the United States. The raid, which took place on April 13th and involved Homeland Security and local law enforcement, was reported by multiple media outlets. However, the exact reasons behind the operation were not fully disclosed by authorities or the press.
Go in the middle door. Open the middle door. You want to go in? Push it.
Many sources offered shallow explanations for why Floyd Mayweather's home was raided, but none provided the level of detail fans were hoping for. News stations and security agencies largely attribute the raid to the recent bankruptcy and fraud allegations that have been raised against him. When questioned, several law enforcement sources indicated that the raid appeared to be connected to financial crime allegations that had surfaced in recent months. Adding to the speculation, local Los Angeles news station Fox 11 released a video showing several individuals in handcuffs near Mayweather's property, with two of them reportedly being close associates or employees of the boxing legend.
It's all about the giveaways. I want everybody to look. Gucci bags, Louis bags, everything right here, we giving away. Of course, autographed gloves, but I'm gonna do something special.
The individuals seen in handcuffs near Floyd Mayweather's property were reportedly not being investigated in connection with his alleged crimes, but were instead detained outside as federal agents conducted the search. Local news also aired footage showing armed law enforcement officers in full tactical gear patrolling the grounds of Mayweather's home. It was widely reported that Mayweather, often known as Money, was not present at either of his properties during the raid. Homeland Security representatives later confirmed to the news station that the operation was part of a broader federal investigation. Following the raid, neither Mayweather's attorney nor his other representatives offered any immediate comments, and his whereabouts remained unknown until footage surfaced suggesting he had fled the country. although Mayweather had been involved in a high-profile business dispute during part 2023. The raid on his home was reportedly triggered by a separate case filed by a company that had accused him of failing to fulfill a promised ambassadorial role.
On this giveaway, what I'm going to do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. But what I need everybody to do is follow all the instructions.
Federal agents did not clarify whether the search was directly related to any of the specific allegations raised in the lawsuits, one of which involves Floyd Mayweather's alleged involvement in a fraudulent deal exceeding $8 million. Regarding the raids that took place on April 13th, 2025, a spokesperson for Homeland Security Investigations told TMZ that Homeland Security Investigations Las Vegas had executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation, with support from HSI Miami and local law enforcement partners. The spokesperson added that further information would be provided as it becomes available. On the same day, NBC News reported that federal agents interviewed 3 women and 1 man in New York as part of the investigation, with 3 additional interviews scheduled. These interviews are reportedly connected to a broader set of allegations, including financial crimes, bankruptcy fraud, and the looting of funds, according to the news outlet.
And be that lucky winner. All of this, 2 tickets, let's do it.
Once police swarmed Floyd Mayweather's home in Las Vegas, public attention quickly shifted to several serious lawsuits from 2023, 2024, and 2025 that appear to link him to a broader controversy involving Sean Diddy Combs. Inside Mayweather's residence, authorities reportedly found pictures, items, gifts, and other evidence suggesting a close and ongoing relationship between the two. The first public clue of this connection came during an interview in which Mayweather appeared unusually lenient and sympathetic when discussing Diddy's legal troubles. While many public figures chose to remain silent about the allegations against Diddy to avoid backlash, Mayweather took a notably different stance. His response drew significant criticism and sparked widespread debate on social media, with many accusing him of defending someone facing serious accusations and facing the consequences for that defense in the court of public opinion.
Yeah, Chop. I got that from Chop. Tobin Motors.
The retired boxer appeared on the Pivot podcast on Tuesday, February 20th, and chose not to speak negatively about Bad Boy founder Sean Diddy Combs, citing solidarity as a fellow black man. Mistakes happen, the 46-year-old boxing promoter said, and I can't say if it is or if it's not a mistake, but things happen in life, and P. Diddy's business is P. Diddy's business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stomp him and kick a man when he's down. He added, my take on it is it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't condone it. However, it was Floyd Mayweather's next comments that sparked the most backlash and stirred widespread outrage on social media.
And then as you can see, that's my truck. That's what I drive every day. Ain't like I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? But I stay low key. You know what I'm saying? Some days you want to stay.
Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's the choice that my daughter made, Mayweather said, adding, so I don't want to kick anybody while they're down. These comments ignited a wave of outrage online, with many criticizing him for his perceived lack of empathy and accountability. For some fans, his remarks came as no surprise, given his past legal issues involving assault and battery. One commenter wrote, laugh my head off because Floyd does the same stuff, please. While another added, Floyd Mayweather has a history of physically abusing women, so his response is not surprising at all. Perhaps the harshest criticism came from those who were appalled by his hypothetical statement about his daughter, with one fan writing, implying your daughter being abused is a choice she made is not only disgusting, it's intentional.
I'm not going to speak bad about P. Diddy, because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life.
Breaking, A guy who's a perpetrator of several crimes won't comment on another criminal. Respect. One fan wrote sarcastically, adding a clown emoji to emphasize the criticism. What Floyd Mayweather appeared to overlook was the seriousness of the allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, which first came to light in November 2023 when his former girlfriend accused him of assault and other misconduct. Although the case was settled out of court, it opened the floodgates for additional alleged victims to come forward, sharing their own traumatizing experiences with the music mogul. When Mayweather was questioned about his relationship with Diddy, he made headlines again by releasing controversial information, claiming he had seen multiple male celebrities engaging in sexual activity with Diddy before the latter's legal troubles escalated.
It's P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stomp him and kick him in while he's down. My take on it is, it's not my business. I don't think it's right.
Floyd Mayweather showed no hesitation in naming celebrities when sharing details about what he claimed to have seen. He mentioned Chris Brown, Usher Raymond, Meek Mill, and Stevie J as some of the individuals featured in the video. Mayweather alleged that many of these male celebrities had slept with Diddy, and those who hadn't were allegedly coerced into doing so by Diddy's associates. He also revealed that Diddy was gay and claimed that at his infamous freak-out parties, Diddy pressured his invited guests, especially the straight ones, into participating in illegal activities they would never have tried otherwise. Mayweather went even further by calling out names like Christopher Williams and several young musicians, accusing them of being coerced by Diddy to engage in illicit acts involving some of Diddy's workers and, in some cases, Diddy himself.
Options, options, options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, Maybach, whatever.
Floyd Mayweather finally claimed that all of Diddy's homes were hubs for various serious crimes, including violence, attacks, sex and human trafficking, hard substance trafficking, and forced sexual encounters. For those wondering how the worlds of boxing and music intersected, and how Mayweather came into possession of Sean Diddy Combs' footage, it's important to understand the depth of their friendship. On an episode of the PBD podcast, the former world champion revealed a side of Diddy that few have seen. He spoke not a man engulfed in controversy, but of a friend known long before fame, accusations, and persona of Diddy. In this gripping episode, host Patrick Bet David initiated an open and candid conversation about the notorious Sean Diddy Combs, sparking a fascinating exchange with Floyd Mayweather that shed light on their complex relationship.
Just to be, happy or be satisfied. I'm satisfied with life, just in general.
You surprised you're still at this level at this age? Did you ever picture yourself to be at this level at this age?
Well, I think we're 17 years in it now, I think we had 16 was last year, so 17 years. Still hungry, still dedicated, and when the time presents itself, I approach it like I always approach it, in the best manner.
Speaking of what happened a few months ago, it was reported all through the media, your time in jail and everything like that. How were you?
Bet David remarked, "So many people in music and Hollywood feared this guy Diddy as if he's untouchable." Floyd Mayweather humorously interjected, "Oh, Sugar Diddy." Bet David then continued discussing Diddy's controversial reputation and brought up instances where famous personalities like T.I. and 50 Cent publicly called him out. Turning to Mayweather, he asked, "What do you know about it?" Because some people are talking about Diddy's involvement with Jaheim and something that happened when he was calling him out for some of the parties he was putting up. Is there anything you have opinions on? Have you had any experiences with Diddy?
It seemed like that for something, the things that I was reading, so I was just asking. Oh, you gotta, but Killer Cam, you gotta tell me, was it an article? What was it?
Yeah, it was an article.
Well, we can't believe everything.
That's why you asked.
That's why I
I'm
asked.
with you.
That's why I asked.
No, I think,
absolutely.
Honestly speaking, I think it's all about helping kids, the new generation, surpass Floyd Mayweather and be a better Floyd Mayweather. So, everything that I did, in the past, if it was something negative, I apologize. And, Terrence Crawford, continue to be great, continue to do you, continue to love your family.
In response, Floyd Mayweather said, "No, I just know him for a long time. When further asked about their relationship, Mayweather described Diddy as an awesome guy. He said, I knew him before he was Diddy and for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him. I remember he used to have crates at my after parties and stuff. Also when they were throwing parties.